So welcome to another video. This was a requested video, so I'm really excited to be doing this for you guys. It's going to be a quick video because it's really easy. The two contouring products, so the two bronzers that I use, is either this one by Clinique, which is Sunswept, or this one by NARS, Laguna. So I will be showing this as I go in my video. And I use this brush, so really it's really easy. It makes such a big difference when you contour your face because not only does it frame your face, but it also gives you a glow and color. So ever since I started doing that, I can't go without contouring my face. I just feel naked when I don't do it. Then as my concealer, I use the Maybelline Highlighting Concealer. As you see, it's just old and you probably see it in every single one of my videos. That's just how much I use it, and that's what I use on my daily basis. If I'm using a more dramatic look, then I'll use the one by Benefit because it's just a more dramatic highlighter, and I feel like it has a lot more shimmer. But other than that, I don't use this one as often. But you will be able to see this in my video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any other questions, and yeah, I will talk to you in my next video, and I hope you enjoy it, and thanks so much for watching. Bye. Okay, so for my makeup this morning, I didn't use any bronzer or any contouring on my face. Just so now I'm going to be doing that, and you'll be able to see not only how I do it, but the difference it really makes in your makeup. Then I also didn't use any type of highlighting or concealing. So the only thing I did for my makeup this morning was my eyes and a little bit of blush, and I used like a lip pencil, not even lipstick, and I just dotted it on my lips. So I try to keep it really simple as far as my face so that you can see what difference the contouring and highlighting really makes. The two bronzers that I use for contouring are always either this one by Clinique, and it's the Sunswept. So I either use this one or the one by NARS. So these are the two that I usually use. I tend to use the one by Clinique more in the winter just because I feel like it gives more of a browns look, and because in the winter I'm so pale, I tend to use this more in the winter. Now that I'm going to eventually start getting some color, I'll probably move on to the NARS one. I feel like this one's more of like a dirt nude kind of bronzing type, where this one really gives you a warm and kind of brownsy build up. So, but they're both really good. So I used a contouring brush, and the one I'm using is by Bobbi Brown, but any contouring brush really will work. I used to use this one by Sedona Lace, but I really feel like this one's better because it has this like contouring shape, and it's like very stiff. So I don't know if you're able to tell, but it's just like really perfect for contouring because of the shape and how dense it is. I'm going to be getting some of that NARS Laguna bronzer, top off the excess, and I start by my temples. And you want to do it on the outer corner where the sun would hit. Then I'm going to get a little bit more, move along, down. So now I'm doing it on the outer side of my face because this really just frames my face. Now I move along and I do this part right here to frame the bottom part of my face. And it just creates this like elusive bone structure. Then I like to do like this side right here, just again to create a more prominent bone structure. So I go and do this. Then I go over to the other side and do the same thing on my temples. So this side, And then I grab more and I keep framing my face on the side. Then I do it here. So I'm just going around and framing my face. And again on this side. So now that I did the outer part of my face, so I framed the outer portion, I'm gonna do my cheekbones. And usually, now I have blush, but usually I do the contouring before I do blush. But blush is supposed to go on top of the contouring. So it's usually contouring, blush, and highlight. Contouring is all about creating bone structure. Obviously we have bones, but some people are just lucky to have a more defined bone structure than others. And bronzing and contouring is amazing because it gives you the illusion of having more prominent bone structure, but it also gives you some color. Let's make the fish face. And I don't know if you can tell, it just goes right below your blush. Just make sure you have even amounts of bronzer on each side and that it looks natural at the end. You don't want to see any harsh lines. So then lastly, I like to do contouring on my nose as well. So I grab the same brush. I know some people will use like a thinner brush to just get in there and do this, but I'm not using eyeshadow. I know a lot of people use brown eyeshadow and they just contour like that. Because I'm not, and I don't see a reason to do that, I just grab the same brush, do the same thing, and go very lightly on the sides. This is pretty much how I contour my face. Now, if I look at my neck and I feel like I did these sides to give it a contouring effect, but if I think this area looks too pale or anything, there's no issue and problem with going back and just giving it a little bit of color like this. With the summer coming, I'm going to get a tan, so I probably won't need that as much. That happens more often in the winter, where I feel like after putting my makeup, this area is so pale. But for contouring purposes, you really only need to do the outer corners of your neck. So now I'm going to be moving on to how I conceal my face, and I don't really use concealer to like cover any blemishes. I don't have acne, but I like to use concealer, and you know, I use the one by Maybelline, the pen one, and it's the shade Radiant, just in case you don't know, but I always use this one. The only thing I like to use this for is really just to highlight my face. But for instance, because I've been having allergies, and from like blowing my nose and everything, I've been having this like area here is kind of red, so I can work that in and use the concealer for that. So this is how I conceal my face. I draw a line across my nose, so I create this kind of a shape going up, then I'm going to go around my nose. I like to go around my lips and then on my eyes. Almost like I'm creating this triangle like this. Comes from my inner corner of my eye and outwards. And like as you see, I'm just being messy. I don't like do it really carefully, but as long as I'm creating kind of this shape. And again, you see the bronzer underneath, the blush, and the highlights. So now I'm just gonna blend this out with my finger. And I think I kind of overdid it on my nose, but I could always go back and contour. So I don't know if you noticed, but my eye area is already so much brighter. And I also like doing the upper side of my eyebrow. This really makes your eyes look bigger and pop. Then if you want to make your eyes pop, right now I already put a light sparkly kind of eyeshadow in my inner corner because I always do. That's just the look I like to make my eyes just pop and look bigger. But this is something you could also do. Like go in, So it just gives a lot of light to your eyes. Now, if I'm doing a more dramatic look, I like to go in with the highlighter by Benefit. And this one definitely gives a more dramatic look. So if I have like a more dramatic makeup and if I'm going out, then I'll take the time to use this one. On my daily basis I don't, but I can just show you. I'll just add it to the Cupid's bow. And that like gives light. Instead of adding the other concealer, I can add this one, which is a little bit stronger in terms of how much light it brings to your eye. Just go over like this. And then blend it with my finger. Really, that's all I do. It's really, really easy and it makes such a big difference. Let me know if you have any other questions or requests. Thanks so much for watching. I really, really appreciate all your views and all your comments and input, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.